Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today is another day of me trying to speak another important topic of this game. Okay, now this is the pilot which I use on a regular basis because it has mega hunting capability as well as I have given another combat skill. This combat skill belongs to another pilot, but I gave this combat skill to this one. Anyway, that is not the main point. What is the main point? In this video, I'll be talking about an important topic of which mecha is considered as a good quality mecha in long range, mid range, and even short range battle. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So I'll be doing only up to 8 mecha today because obviously if I try to go for all of them, it is going to be extremely long video which many people will not want. Okay, let's go to the training ground. Now in the training ground, I will be using the following method to give you guys a total idea of what is happening. Now in terms of the mecha which I'll be explaining, I'll be going in the following pattern. First, I'll be finishing all of these side first, all 8 of them. And then in the other next video, which I'll be make afterwards, will contain the rest of the others. Okay, so let's start with Doomlight. Now before starting the experiment, to understand that in order for this to actually work, you have to understand of what is the distance is going to be like. Okay, now in terms of distance, to understand that there whenever the mecha is 200 more than 200 meters away, the mecha basically looks like a small ant on front of this cursor. Okay, but as you move forward, let's say up to this point, then what happens is the mecha will look larger than the cursor, and as you go even further, the mecha will become bigger than the cursor. Okay, so this is basically the short range. So that area there, so this area here is basically the mid range. Let's think about that. And the place where I went extremely close to that mecha is the short range, and the long range is gonna be, let's say, about more than 200 meters away. So let's say here it is almost about 300 meters. So 300 meters and 150 meters and 50 meters. Okay, these are gonna be the long range, mid range, and short range. Now let's talk about this. What happens if I were to use the Doomlight primary attack? The Doomlight primary shot is extremely accurate. Okay, it can basically shoot enemy mechas and lower their enemy's health bar by 50% or more than 50%. So okay, let me try again. One. So as you can probably see that Doomlight can easily destroy Raven in primary attack damage in long range very easily. So what does this mean? It means that Doomlight is a very good option in long range battle. And obviously any mecha that is good in long range is gonna be good in mid and short range as well, except the sniper mecha. Okay, the sniper mecha are the only examples that are not good for the short range. Anyway, let's talk about Ranger. Now in order for you to use Ranger, you must need to use these Firestart missiles, otherwise it is not going to work. Okay, now even after giving this mecha these Firestart missiles, it is still not going to be able to 100% lowers the enemy mecha's health bar by 50%. Okay, so let's try again. As you probably see there, that even after putting all of the 16 shell, I was still unable to destroy the enemy mecha's health bar by more than 50%. So what does this mean? It means that Ranger is not a very good option in terms of short range or in terms of long range battle. But when I get a little bit closer and shoot mechas that are basically in this place, then only then these attacks are getting about 100% accuracy. Okay, So what does this mean? It means that this mecha is a good mecha in terms of mid-range and short-range battle and not good for long range. Now, when it comes to the secondary attack of this mecha, the secondary attack of this mecha is 100% accurate. See? So it means Ranger is not good mecha for long range battle. Now let's talk about Arthur. Now Arthur's secondary attack is a melee attack, so I'm not gonna count that as a good attack pattern. But when it comes to the normal attack, okay, this normal swing is 100% accurate. So if you want to destroy a long range enemy mecha, then obviously this is a very good mecha in terms of long range battle. Okay. Now for Caramel is not good in terms of, what should I call it, long range, because let me show you here. As I try to shoot the enemy mechas, it is not doing enough damage. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Let me try again. Let's see. Okay, yeah, definitely I'm wrong. Okay, this mecha is a very good mecha in long range battle, because as you probably saw that I was able to destroy the Gabriel over there with the primary attack of Caramel, and was still able to destroy the what should I call it, able to destroy the Gabriel in a distance of 290 meters. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that this mecha is a very good mecha in a long range battle. Now when it comes to the secondary attack cannot actually reach the enemy. The secondary attack must need to be shot within a mid range of less than 200. Okay, now in terms of this tank form, in this tank form, this mecha's attack is very accurate, but you have to guess whether to actually shoot up or below. So that's the thing. This is one time thing. Like once you understand how this tank form work, you will be able to put shot on the enemy mecha very easily. So yeah, I take back what I say. Caramel is actually good for long range. Okay, now what about Gabriel? Gabriel is good when you use its secondary attack, but when you use this mecha's primary attack, it is not very accurate. Okay, let me show you. Okay, now look what happens on a continuous shot. Okay, this time it is working, and let's see if it works more than one time, then I would say that this is good thing. Okay, so as you saw, some of the shot actually missed. So what does this mean? It means that this mecha is actually not qualified as a very good quality mecha in terms of primary shot, but actually majority of the people use this mecha for long distance attack only. So obviously, yeah, from that point of perspective, if you use the secondary attack, this mecha is actually the best mecha in terms of long range attack. Okay, and I suggest that you use this mecha with its secondary uh, weapon shots only. Okay, and not the primary one, because the primary one is actually very slow and sometimes inaccurate. Okay, now what about Voltas? Now Voltas, despite being a DPS type of mecha, like it can do a large quantity of damage, this mecha can still has a very good overall damage output as well as attack accuracy. So let's try again. So as you can see here, almost all of the attacks are getting hit. Okay, and because of that exact reason, you are going to be able to destroy a Gabriel that is extremely long distance away with 20 of the shots. So yeah, from that point of perspective, I can say you can definitely destroy enemy mecha more than 200 meters away. Now this is the secondary attack. With the secondary attack, this red circle you see here, okay, it is gone. Now it is available. Whenever the red circle is available, shoot only then, because it will then guarantee your attack. So yeah, this mecha is actually a very good mecha in terms of long range battle. Now let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now 4 more to go. Okay, Snow Mirage. Now Snow Mirage primary shot is secondary attack in this sniper mode is extremely good. Nothing can be said about that. Okay, but when it comes to this dual pistol, it is actually not very good. Okay, what do I mean by that? Look, I need to recalibrate to actually make the shot hit, but despite that, some of the attack is actually getting hit in some other places. So what does this mean? It means that this Mechas dual pistol mode is actually not the best. So I suggest that you do not use the dual pistol, because this mecha is a sniper type of mecha, and obviously from that point of perspective, you should be using this snow mirage only in long range battle and not good for mid range and short range. Okay, and even the shot velocity is very weak. Now let's see. Okay, three more to go. Tree of Ender. Now, Tree of Ender has a reload mode. So when you reload, it basically shoots. Obviously, this reload mode is not a very good option. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say I shoot some here and then try to reload. The reload attack actually cannot reach the enemy. In order for your reload to actually reach the enemy, then you have to do is to go in a mid range, such as this place here, and then as you shoot somewhere else and then reload, only then this reload attack is gonna work. Otherwise, it will not work. Now, in terms of the shotgun, okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the shotgun. Okay, this shotgun is not very accurate in long range or even in mid range. Okay, in order for you to actually use this gun in a short range, is going to be the best good quality option for you. Okay, now if I were to change this Mechas to rocket launcher, then you will see that the rocket launcher is 100% accurate and is going to be able to destroy long range mecha very easily. Now, in terms of missile attack, the missile attack is not that much good. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, let me reload and try to shoot that Gabriel over there. So I'm doing a continuous basis shot, and it is actually having a hard time of lowering the enemy's durability even by 50%. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that this missile mode is actually not the best option for long range attack. Then what is the best option for long range attack? The best option for the long range attack is to use this rocket mode, and in this rocket mode you will be able to destroy the enemy mecha very easily. Okay, two more mechas to go. Now this one, Firestar. Now Firestar secondary attack. Okay, I think I forgot to mention one thing about Tree of Ender. Let me check. It's alt. It's ultimate. Let's see what is ultimate or tactical skill is capable of doing. Okay, it seems like its tactical skill is very accurate. Now let's wait 10 seconds again and let's try it. Yeah, it's accurate, but okay, not extremely accurate. It is somewhat accurate, but yeah, it is not good. Its tactical skill is actually not good. So the only thing good about this mecha is its rocket form, and if you are planning on using this rocket form only, then it will be able to do 100% of long distance accuracy damage. Okay, now all this one remains Firestar. Now Firestar secondary attack, which is basically doing fire damage, it is gonna be extremely good at short range. For example, let's say if I were to come to this place and try to shoot that thing over there called hot shield, it is not getting hit. Now as I go forward and shoot, only at 60 meters, as you can see here, 65 meters, can this flamethrower be actually be useful. Okay, now what about the primary attack? Now, in terms of the primary attack, the primary attack is actually very accurate. I tried it once. So you'll be seeing that this is able to lowers the enemy's durability more than 50%, let's say about 80%. Okay. So yeah, in terms of long range battle, obviously Firestar is still a very good option. Now, this is Neutron Star. Neutron Star is the worst option. Why? Because unlike Firestar, even though it was unable to get about 90% of the health, maybe it was me who got it wrong. At least it was able to do 100% accuracy damage in long range. Okay. Now, if I were to use this mecha, however, there is something that you must need to understand. You must need to choose this precision rifling. Otherwise, the attack is not going to be accurate. Okay. So even after selecting this Neutron Star is still going to be having hard time to destroy enemy mecha that are extremely far away. Okay. Okay. Let me try again. So as you probably saw that even after using total 40 rounds of attack, it was still unable to lower the enemy's, what should I call it? Lowers the enemy's durability. Okay, even though it was less than 50%, I was still unable to destroy Raven, okay, in a long distance battle, okay. But as I move forward, it is still going to be having a hard time. Okay, now this time I'll be trying to shoot the mecha over there. Let's see. So in mid range, it can do 100% of total accuracy. So yeah, if you want to destroy enemy mecha in a mid range or even short range battle, only then this attack is gonna be extremely good. Okay. Now some of you might suggest that okay, why not use continuous shot? Okay, what is a continuous? Okay, continuous clicking shot. What is a continuous clicking shot? A continuous clicking shot is basically not holding down your primary attack and keep on shooting by pressing on it on a continuous basis. Will that work? That still doesn't work. Okay. So yeah, this Neutron Star is not a very good option. So yeah, I try to explain my best of total 8 mechas. There is gonna be 2 more videos regarding this. So Doomlight best for long range. Okay, you saw. Ranger is not good because most of the attack gets missed even in mid range or even in long range. Okay. Arthur is extremely good with his primary attack. Caramel can destroy the enemy's durability by 80%. Okay. Gabriel obviously is a sniper mecha, but his primary attack is extremely garbage. His secondary attack is extremely good. Okay. Now, Voltas, in terms of primary attack and secondary attack, both of them are actually extremely good. Okay. Not as powerful as Gabriel, but still a lot better. Like, even without, let's say, this mecha doing large quantity of damage for the team, if a pro pilot were to be using Voltas, this can be able to destroy the enemies very easily. What about Snow Mirage? Snow Mirage is a good quality mecha in long range battle, but in short range, they basically made him in such a horrible way. Sorry, made this mecha in such a horrible way that its dual pistol mode is almost useless. Now, Tree of Ender, you probably saw that the rocket launcher was a lot more accurate than any of the other modes. So if you want to destroy enemy mechas, obviously use rocket launcher. Now, obviously, this one's secondary attack has a total distance limit of about 70 meters. Okay, but its primary attack, okay, which it basically shoots some missiles at the enemy, is 100% accurate, and because of that reason, you can use this mecha for long range battle as well. Okay, now Neutron Star is extremely good at mid range and short range. Okay, but as you probably saw that in long range battle, this mecha is not good at all. Okay, so these are overall my total conclusion, like of which mecha is good for long range and which mecha is good for mid range. Now, because there are total 23 mechas, I'll make 2 more parts for this video to give you guys a total demonstration of what is happening or not. Okay, so let's go back to the lobby. Now you can further enhance the overall damage output of the mecha. How? By giving them a certain type of mods. For example, there are long distance mods, okay, such as long range damage increase. So if you try to go for long range attack, then obviously there are quite a few number of them. For example, hyper fire, there is a sniper round, and there is range attack component. So 1, 2, and 3 is gonna be the best one in terms of doing long range damage. Okay, but that depends on you whether you want to use this mechanism or not. For example, I use reload rate instead of that because reload rate is a very important part of my type of gameplay. So I would rather use a reload rate instead of long range attack. So that's the thing. Now you can further increase the long range attack if you were to have this silver deacon, because silver deacon has fatal verdict. Okay, now what does fatal verdict does? At level 6, it will basically give the primary weapon 5.5 attack bonuses. Okay, if the enemies are more than 150 meters away. So if you want to do 5.5% even more damage to the enemies, it doesn't matter whether they are pilot or whether they are mecha, silver deacon's fatal verdict is going to be able to help you in that regard. Okay, so if you find this video useful, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons, because I'll be making 2 more parts for this video, of which mecha is good for long range, mid range, and even short range. Obviously mecha that are good in long range most of the time is going to be good in short range and even mid range as well. Okay, except some few exceptions such as Gabriel or uh, Snow Mirage. Okay, so goodbye and stay safe.